What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brian, Country Boy Archaeology, and I thought today we'd get out here in the yard and take a look at some stuff. Every now and then I like to get out here and see the old rocks, but as you can tell, these are not creek rocks. They're not washed in a creek. They actually, a lot of them still have mud and stuff on them, sand, woody. So these are still being washed off, but we're going to take a look at a few of them. And you can just pull them out, and just about all of them are effigies, as you can see. That's a nice one. As you can see the beak here, defined. They even done it on the other side, right opposite of it. You can see where the beak's been pegged out. Let's see. A lot of people call these, and as far as I know, I don't know exactly what they're used for, but seed planters is what I've always heard Brent call them on his channel that does tools. Axe heads. That's a nice one. Another nice one. Nice one. See pieces shaped like this. This is the pieces I would say that it's got to be a totem just by the way it's shaped. This stuff here is like on all of them. I'm not sure what that is. Ochre, I guess, but it's like just about all of these have that on there at some point, a little spot on it. And people say I run my mouth too much and don't show enough rocks, which I have a lot of artifacts. Don't let the folks that call them rocks get to you. If they would have got to me when I first started doing this, then, well, I wouldn't have a yard full of this stuff, and I wouldn't know what I know. But I know what I know, and I think it is all pulpo Mayan shark. I'm fixing to do a video on the shark next, but you can see the shark here coming at you. It's like the Jaws shark. Now, I collected everything. People told me, oh, they're rocks. I said, well, I know they're not rocks, so I'm going to pick up every damn one of them. So that's what I did. Look at that one. Nice bird. But you can see there's some nice pieces out of different material. And the materials like this, see, it's easy to kind of find the pieces that will make the totem of this because they're very distinctive. But even parts of me wants to say, there's that stuff again on it. Parts of me wants to say that these were soft at one time. Like they had the ability to soften these stones, if that makes sense. There's that stuff on them again. I'll tell you, that stuff will not even come out of an acid. Whatever it is. But I have a yard full of this stuff, and it's laying all over the property. You just got to collect it and get it together. But as you'll see, some more of that, whatever that is on it there. When I'm stacking these totems, see how I want to say that's where one rock met the other. Maybe there was some kind of anti-slip stuff in there. Maybe like an old pine sap or something. I'm not real sure. said, we learn as we go. These here is actually the ones I've run through acid, and are just laying out here. Well, not all of them, like this one here. Some pieces I haven't run through acid because they've got this look to them, and it's helping me kind of figure out. I think this is going to have, these spots here is going to have something to do with either where they made contact, something of that nature. Nice little, what they call hammerstones. I do not believe this was a hammerstone at all. You know, some kind of, not sure, but it don't have any signs of being beat on anywhere. A lot of what people would call you is, well, that's a hammerstone. There's no way it's a hammerstone. Let's take a look at these right here. A lot of people think these are creek rocks. They're not creek rocks. I know that for a fact because about a mile away from the creek, the top of the hill, about a mile off the river, I guess. But I thought I'd just give you a little look at the stuff in the yard. There's a what I call angry birds again. You got the eagle, goes to crow, parrot. The beak always comes up right here. It's the way the stones are designed. All of them. They all have the same story in them. So what I'm trying to get people to understand is each stone, every animal you're seeing is in each stone. It's going to look a little different. Oh, that's a cute one. It's going to look a little different because it's projected onto a different tool or a rock made for something totally different, you know. But don't let nobody tell you they're rocks. And please help me figure out what this totem is. I just, for the life of me, can't find a good representation of one that, here's the hummingbirds again. There goes the guy. Big nose, right? And so when you turn him, he has no eye, no mouth, no teeth. So that's the dark side of the stone. It talks about the 3 days of darkness in the Bible. And I'm also going to mention in this one, it says in the end times people will come aware of stuff like this, and the moon will be confounded. Tonight I want you to look at the moon. My whole life, when it come up wane, it set wane. But right now the moon is rolling in the sky and is what the Bible calls confounded, and that's what happens in the end of time. So for people who think, oh, he's crazy, all you have to do is tonight look at the moon and sit up long enough that you will see the phase of the moon shift completely through the night, which is not supposed to happen. Then it'll kind of wake you up to the other stuff going on, which I may get into on this channel. I'm not sure. I started this for just effigies, but I think they're being revealed now because we need to know the story that's in them. And it talks about what the Bible talks about in Revelations is in these same stones right here. And not to get religious, because I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. I believe after studying all this and knowing what I know now that the Bible actually came from this, and that's just my beliefs, because every story just about coincides with a story in the Bible, which there's no way is coincidence, but we all know this story keeps repeating itself over and over and over and over. But you'll see when I get a lot of them, they look exactly like this. That is the red, bright colored stone. And then there's a dark side. Lots of times within this, there's lots of gold or pyrite sometimes, mica sometimes, but they made it look shiny on one side of the stone lots of times. But that's it. Just a little look at the yard. And till next time, y'all help me figure out these totems. Country Boy Archaeology. Peace out.